accepted defeat.
No, no, no!
Oh my god.
I have no energy. Good job, Popsky. I mean, thank you is the what? And now we stuck. Get us out of here. That's not good. That's not good. Oh man.
Fucking stuck. You can tell I've done lots of digging in my time. It's a bit of a stupid place to come.
Let's go. Almost! Allez! That's not good.
Yeah. Right. So getting there, last one more time to deflate. And then tire pressure going down, we're going all the way down to 20 psi. So it's real low. But basically, because I was a bit of an idiot and had a bit too much of a go, I should have just accepted defeat. Dug us a bit too much, so we've only got really one attempt to get us out here. If not, I'll probably need to jack the truck up and then block it to get out of here. So otherwise it'll be bogged on its axles there.
Turn it off?
Right, so this is the troublemaker here. It's the main one that's got a bit of problem. So I dug as far as I sort of dare in front of the tyre.
It's so deep.
It's quite deep, yeah. And then what I tried to do before was just dig a trench to let the water out, but we're now deeper than the sort of trench. So now to try and jam this in as deep as I can. Right, that's the sort of plan. I could do with absolutely walloping that in, but I don't really have much to do it, so it's just a... What I did before I started digging was reverse as far as I could, knowing that I've probably got 200 mil of movement at least, clear movement before it starts bogging, so hopefully it'll get the traction balls by that point. So.
Nothing? No! What's the verdict?
I think we're not far off being bogged on the axles. So what happened? This just stayed there, did it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's not got it at all. And then that one. I think basically because we couldn't put it in gear. I think actually the centre locking differential didn't engage and it sort of half jumped. I'm going to put that there at the risk of ripping the steps off. I'm going to give it one more punch.
Okay.
And then what we're going to do is lift the truck. We've got to try and jack the truck and get the traction balls underneath to get us out of there. Okay. But the issue is the ground's soft, so as we jack it might just
sink. No.
If this,
yeah,
there's a battering ram and just batter the top one in a bit. Okay, so from experience, what's going to happen now is we're going to attempt to jack it, but for about the first fourth thing goes, it's just going to bury the blocks like it's already doing. So it's going to be like a real monotonous task because it's going to bury more blocks until it compresses, and then we'll be able to jack off it. So, Maddie, could you pass me the pliers, please?
Yeah.
Oh my god, the noise it's making. It's terrible. I can't look out of the trucks actually coming out. Oh no. Oh, don't bury this boy. What I'm trying to do is get a block underneath here so I can reset everything and do it again and do it again and do it again and do it again. I'm conscious that block might give way and bury my hand. Not good. Trying to bail the water out so I can work in it. Yeah, it's bloody air. Feels a bit atmospheric, doesn't it? Jesus. Right, so sit rep, put 2 blocks underneath and the traction board all the way back. Still on the jack at the moment, so that's good. The front axle is clear, So I'd say the front I'm happy with. I could probably put one more block on the but I'm conscious the back is going to lose loads of blocks. So for jacking off and for blocking underneath. So we basically need to replicate this down the back. So how long have we been at? What time is it now? It's 10:30, so we've probably been at this 2 hours maybe, somewhere there.
And there is more and more water coming.
And there's a lot more water. But what I think we're doing is we're bailing this pit and we're throwing it over here, which is then filling and bailing. So actually I think we're inviting more water in because of the water table. Sort of disturbance. But sort of good news, this is where it is. I'm just conscious that I can see, I think, the transfer box buried in mud at the back, in the middle even. So if that's the case, then that's a big problem. So I think we're gonna have to lift the back of the truck an awful lot to get out of it. But we can get on with it. The hardest thing I'm struggling with is the jack. Hasn't got a jack extensions bar for when you're jacking it up, so I'm having to use a ratchet because my hands are wet, your hands are softer, and the back of the ratchet is like cutting my hands up and it's so sore. And I'm having to put in max effort because I've only got that much leverage on it. So anyway, let's crack this jack, let's take the blocks over, have a 5-minute break, and then go and assess the back.
Alright, let's do this.
Finding this situation, you've got to be quite creative. We're starting to puddle here, so what we decided to do is get our water pipe and move the dog, and then I'm going to try and siphon the water out there. Sorry Red, you're in our way now. So to siphon something, I'm not sure we're lower, but we'll give it a go. Hopefully if it's lower. Marie, try and keep it as high as you can in that water. Is it working or not? Yeah. Keep it as high as you can there. Just, in fact, make that, yeah, take that kink out slightly if you can. So just twist your end, that's it, and just put it further away, yeah, something like that, yeah. Right, I'll give it one more go. It might not work. It does feel like it's lower. Come on, baby. No, I've just swallowed half a bucket load there. It's running, but not like. No, okay, alright, cancel that, Bram. Alright, cancel that. Yeah, if it had worked, it was genius to get a load of water out, but it's not. I don't think we've got big enough fall. And there's nowhere else we can fall it to because everything else is slightly uphill, hence why. Marie?
Yes?
Can we class this as date night? You know?
Yeah.
Me and you holding hands.
I love it.
Underwater. You know, got a place to ourselves.
I know. It's beautiful. Can you take me to places like this more often?
I'm glad you asked, because that's the plan.
I mean,
When we used to go, the more crazy places we want to go, and
it was about to be a boring day, but I mean,
well,
great day.
Just to remind you, we have climbed a mountain
I
earlier and not eaten. Jack.
That's great.
Right, so what we need to get to is the bottom of the tide, just flush with the bottom of the tide, don't undermine anything. And then as soon as I start jacking, block under, jack, block under. I just wanted to show you the extent of the devastation here. So I'm under the back of the truck, this is the rear right wheel. That is the anti-roll bar buried. The diff is there, buried. And more importantly, oh my god, Marie, this is, more importantly, there's a thorn bush all underneath here where I'm going to try and work. Let's just have a look what the prop shaft, holy shh, oh my god, the prop shaft is completely buried. Oh my god, that is not even being dramatic, that is fucking hell. I'm trying to swear, but that is fucked. That is fucking fucked. So we've just spent about an hour and a half, I'd probably say, trying to dig this block underneath the suspension, the leaf springs, because I had it jacked up on here, which is the chassis member here, but because there's so much travel in the suspension, I was just going basically up and down with the suspension. So this is the first sort of almost positive jacking point. And when I say positive jacking point, as in for 1 like centimetre going up here at the top of the jack, that would lift the wheel by 1 centimetre something, but this is as close as we're going to get. There's only a little bit of leaf spring there, so we're going to try and jack this up and hopefully it'll lift. I'm also expecting the block, which is already half buried, to get buried even further, and then eventually we'll just have to put more and more blocks on there to try and stop that. So we need to come up by 4 blocks, we reckon. So let's start jacking. Right, pray we get some movement now. Right, and we're just judging it off that box that's on the back, on the floor to the back. Yeah. So I am expecting the block to move a little bit, the block to sink. But as long as we get a little bit of movement. I mean, I like the sound of it because there's a lot of noise from down the truck. As soon as I see anything moving around my feet, I know we're moving. So after about, well, we're on 2 buried blocks and about 4 attempts at jacking. Marie's just trying to get the first block underneath at the moment, so hopefully it's gonna, I mean, it's lifted up quite a lot, so it's good, it's good. We've got 6 blocks left, something like that, because what I'm worried about is he's like, oh yeah, we can jack it and this all works, but if we run out of blocks, then like it's game over. It's not even, there's no like plan B.
I think I'm okay. Well, no, I mean, there is room.
No? I do.
I have no more power. That's all. Oh, I swear I have no energy.
Oh, you can see. No, maybe. Alright, go on, let's get the structure board in. Let's see how many we can get on top of the structure board. If you lift. Go on. Push.
More?
Definitely more. Otherwise.
What?
Go on. Ow. Alright.
More?
We might only just get 1 block on top of that, you know. Which is a fucking disaster. That's the case. Right, now can you just shine so I don't smash my fingers. Shit. Can't fucking. This is literally back to square one if this happens. Fuck. Fuck it. Right, we're just gonna jam 1 on the back, 1 on the front, and then the rest is tomorrow's problem. The good news is, like, look at the wheel, it's almost out of the water.
Yeah, when it's jacked up, it's good.
The thing is, if we put that.
But then when you take off the jack, it sinks so much.
Yeah, but a lot of that is in the tyre as well. Like, we should blow the tyre up. Yeah. So I think first job tomorrow is blow the tyre up, yeah.
Okay.
No, just this one. Just to get us out. Because then otherwise we're spending half the jack just going up and down the tyre.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So make more of a positive difference. Hello, YouTube. It's distracted. Alright, so look, 1 step forward, 2 steps forward, 1 step back, as per usual. This is sort of ready. This is slow progress, but we're heading in the right direction. But it's 1 AM here, I'll just probably call it past 1:30 now. So we're going to call it a day. The issue that we've got still is that the diff and the transfer box is still in the mud. because what is the case is like the land on this side and then the land on the other side is slightly low, and there's a bit of a ridge that we sort of, well, didn't really pay much notice of when, like, you know, you reverse. And I was just manoeuvring around because we came across here, it was all right, but then I sort of reversed in here and then we hit this quaggy sort of muddy pile and it just got the back wheel. But I also think by that point we're probably even at that point where the diff was in the fucking ground, you know. So by the time I'd then put angry diff lock in and tried to get out, it was already game over. I was just making it worse. So it's difficult. You got to judge it, you know. I know some of you are like, oh, you didn't stop it early enough, you didn't check it. Yeah, I know that, and I'm really conscious of when I'm about to get stuck. I try and stop as quick as I can and don't make it worse. But here, like, I just didn't think of it. We've done so much like hardcore off-roading the last few weeks, haven't we? Like,
and it's just
proper.
more and more water. Like, I don't know why it's all around.
But we've done so much like hardcore off-roading recently that I didn't think like, oh, just this little bit was all right.
Yeah,
like, it's so stony, the track all the way up it. All right,
I mean, everything's fine. Well, it looks like it's fine.
I know, it's just bit of it. Anyway, right, so catch you some more.
Nice.
Ciao.
Breakfast.
This is the closest thing to like a big builder's breakfast, ready for a day's graft and what we can muster up. So I think it's important, like, we don't want to be having bloody rabbit food for breakfast and then going to be trying to like graft for a few hours. So we've pulled out the emergency Heinz speed.
It looks great.
And let me tell you, it is outstanding. Right, so time to crack on. The time is just before 9 o'clock. We went to bed at 2 AM and I don't think I slept because ideas and stuff were going through my head. We're just on a quick scouting mission because we're looking for stuff to drive on, and look at this. Because basically we're running out of blocks. Look at that absolute beauty. Oh, jackpot. Oh, yes, come on. That, Marie. Come on, my boy. That is going straight on the one of our wheels. Right, so first job is, I don't know if you can see how flat we got on the tyre. We took it down to 10 psi because we wanted traction. But the issue is we need height over like the axles and stuff like that. And because we don't necessarily need a load of traction because we're on our boards and stuff like that, then the idea is we're going to get it up. The other thing is, as we jack, we're jacking up about probably that much of play of the tyre to jack up, and then as soon as we set it, that much disappears. So first things first, get these two tyres blown up. This is literally superb work. The box was all the way down here, like massive, 450. So anyway, yeah, it's all looking really well, but I'm still buried slightly. So a bit of an update. We managed to get the telegraph pole in. I think that means builder's bum in English. So we got that in, we got the traction board in, now packing it with some rocks. We're now clear of the diff at the back, and we've put one block under here and some stones. So it's looking, that's massively different. Like you can see the box was actually sat on the deck there, so it's come up by half a metre, maybe more now, maybe approaching 600 mil. So getting there, so the plan of attack now is finish that one, lower that down, and then it means that 1, 2, 3 finished, and we just need to do the front right and just get it up because he's sort of right in what he's saying is it's in too much of a hole. Now what I did is I specifically left it like that because I was running out of blocks, so I wanted to preserve the blocks and only put like necessary in the front. But now we've done so well with everything else, let's do that. So that's the plan. The last bit of propping now we're doing, and we've got 2 blocks, traction board, and lots of stones around it. That's much fun. Yeah, the only little worry is that kicking.
Steps. We are done. Let's do this. Yay! Woohoo!
It's been behind because I was just by myself. As we got to this position here yesterday, I looked in my left mirror and it was flat. I looked in my right mirror, it was flat. What we didn't see behind was this ridge. It was in completely blind spot. So people might think I'm a retard. I did not see that. Anyway, it is what it is, we're out.
We out, good job.
Wow, look at this.
What a job.